the shadow frequency, where the veil between this world and the next grows thin, and the things that whisper in the dark are given voice. From the cryptic candlelit studios, deep in the Indiana forests, your host, Matt Wilson, and his spectral producer, Juniper Ravenwood, unearth the forbidden, the forgotten, and the fearsome. So, still your heart, dim the light, and listen closely. For once you tune into the shadow frequency, you may never tune out.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah?
Where's that coming from? Are you eating again?
No, that's not me.
Okay, seriously, where is that coming from?
Oh, so sorry about that. Forgot I had the mic open. Just having a few hula hoops.
Chris, you're going to turn into a hula hoop.
That would explain a lot.
All right, let's see what strange nonsense is hiding in the cabinet tonight. Oh, great.
What is it?
A hotel room key card.
That doesn't sound too bad.
It's labeled 13 and a half.
Yeah, that's going right back in the drawer.
What else? A voicemail recorder.
Does it have a message?
Just one. It's titled, "You Forgot Something."
Also back in the cabinet.
Gladly. Oh, here we go.
What you got tonight?
Episode 291, Project Pegasus, The Doorway in the Basement.
A secret program, alleged time travel, and a machine hidden beneath an ordinary building.
Some say it could send you anywhere.
Others say, any when. Let's open tonight's file, episode 291, Project Pegasus, The Doorway in the Basement.
You are tuned to the shadow frequency, where every whisper tells a story from beyond the veil. Hosted by Matt Wilson. Produced by Juniper Ravenwood. With Chris Beach. The darkness continues.
In the quiet hours, when the house creaks and the clock ticks just a little too slow, some doors refuse to stay shut. Tonight, we pry open one buried deep in the basement shadows, a glowing threshold that doesn't lead to the next room, but to yesterday, tomorrow, and places where time itself unravels. Whispers from the past echo through it, carrying the scent of gunpowder and distant stars. This is the shadow frequency where the veil thins and the impossible stares back.
Juniper, you just gave me chills before we've even started.
Yeah.
Project Pegasus. The government's alleged doorway to rewriting reality.
Mm-hmm.
Kids stepping through portals to shake hands with Lincoln, teleport to the Red Planet. If this is true, history isn't set in stone. It's clay in hidden hands.
Exactly, Matt. The file's wide open and the shadows are stirring. Take us in.
Thanks, Juniper, for cracking open that dusty file cabinet and pulling out one of the strangest cases we've ever dusted off. Listeners, if you're tuning in for the first time, pull up a chair in the dark. We're about to step through the looking glass. Today, we're diving headfirst into Project Pegasus, a secret program that allegedly turned ordinary American kids into time travelers and teleportation pioneers. No lights, no filters, just the raw, bone-chilling claims that have haunted the edges of the paranormal for decades. Picture this. It's the late 1960s, and DARPA, the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, isn't just tinkering with rockets or computers. They're chasing breakthroughs in physics that bend the rules of the universe. The story kicks off with a young boy named Andrew D. Basiago. At just 7 years old, Andrew says his father, a man deep in classified defense work, volunteered him for something extraordinary. Andrew became one of about 140 child participants in Project Pegasus, recruited because kids' minds could handle the strain better than adults. Adults who tried it, they came back shattered, missing pieces, or not at all. But the children, they adapted. Andrew describes the heart of it all as these jump rooms, basement labs hidden in nondescript buildings like the one in New Jersey. You'd step into a chamber with 2 towering gray elliptical booms, 8 feet high and 10 feet apart. Between them, a shimmering curtain of radiant energy, humming like a living thing. Tesla's lost papers, seized after his death, supposedly held the key, a pervasive force that folds space and time like paper. No fancy machines, just pure otherworldly power. You walk through that veil and the world dissolves. A vortex of light, every atom in your body screaming, then silence. Sudden, absolute silence in another era. The first trips were to the past, pure reconnaissance wrapped in paranormal dread. Andrew remembers his inaugural jump to November 19, 1863, Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. The air hangs heavy with the aftermath of battle, mud sucking at your shoes, the crowd murmuring as Abraham Lincoln prepares to speak. Andrew's there, a small boy in the throng, clutching a sealed letter from the future, instructions on what to say if anyone notices him. A kid, out of time. He blends in, observes every detail, the president's weary voice, the weight of the moment, and then, poof, he's yanked back to the present. But the trip leaves echoes, disorientation that lingers for days, a faint radiation burn on the skin. And the strangest part? A famous photograph from that day taken by Alexander Gardner or one of his team. Zoom in on the foreground, and there, amid the sea of 19th century faces, is a blurry figure, a boy who looks eerily like young Andrew. Time tourist captured on film, or a glitch in the matrix of history? It wasn't just one trip. Andrew claims he was sent to Ford's Theater on the night of Lincoln's assassination 5 or 6 times. Each visit felt slightly off, like parallel realities bleeding together. Once he ran into himself from a previous jump, 2 versions of the same kid staring across the crowd. The horror of it sinks in. What if you see your own ghost walking the same path? The program pushes further. Time viewing devices, like Chronovisor, let them peer into the past and future without moving. Windows into wars, elections, disasters yet to unfold. Government strategists watching the scoreboard before the game even started. And the side effects? Listeners, these are the details that keep me up at night. Kids returning with missing time, hours or days vanish from their memories. Personality changes, quiet ones turning erratic, brave ones haunted by unseen fears. Some spoke of double presence, feeling like they existed in 2 places at once. Radiation sickness that doctors couldn't explain. And whispers of things that came back wrong. Objects slightly altered. People with faint scars from timelines that never happened. What would the government do with a doorway like this? Reconnaissance in enemy territory? Snatching assets from the past? Or something darker, editing history to suit the powerful? Imagine black-budget logistics, supplies, agents, even entire operations teleporting in and out of secure sites, leaving only faint anomalies in the records. Witnesses in the wrong place at the wrong time, radiation spikes near lockdown facilities. The story clings to us because it's woven into the paranormal tapestry. Echoes of the Philadelphia experiment's cloaking mishaps, the Montauk Project's mind-bending portals. Andrew's not alone in the lore. Other voices hint at the same shadows. But the child participants? That's the hook that drags you under. Innocent souls thrust into the abyss, their young minds flexing around horrors that would break grown men. Why them? Because only they could survive the trip and come back changed. You know, folks, every time I revisit this case, I picture that basement doorway glowing in the dark. What if it's still there waiting? What if history's full of these quiet intrusions. And that's just the surface, listeners. The real depths are coming after the break.
Whoa, Matt, that Gettysburg photo just gave me the creeps. It's like the past is watching us right back.
It is, Juniper. Stick around. We're just getting started on the cover-ups, the Mars missions, and the one question that might keep you from sleeping tonight.
Phew, that first half has me glancing at every shadow in the studio. If you're feeling the same, you're not alone. Drop us a line and tell us what you're thinking. Is Project Pegasus the ultimate government secret or a doorway to something even wilder? We've got more chills ahead, including a listener note from the ether, but first let's hand it over to Chris for a quick word.
What's up, Juniper? If you're enjoying tonight's episode, do us a huge favor. Wherever you listen, tap like, subscribe, or follow. That simple click keeps this show growing. You can follow the Shadow Frequency on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Rumble, and across all podcast platforms. And don't forget our home base, shadowfrequencypodcast.com. Every episode, shadow blog stories, merch, voicemail messages, and even a way to buy us a coffee if you'd like to support the show. All right, back to you, Juniper.
All right, time to fire up the Spectral Cosmic Message Materializer, flipping the switches now. Let's see what it churns out. Here's a strange little note drifting through the static.
Message retrieved from the void.
Let's pry it open and see what our listener had to say. This one says, "Hi, gang. Callie here from Northern California. I've been listening to the Shadow Frequency for a few months now and just wanted to say how much I'm enjoying the podcast. I usually listen on Spreaker while I'm doing homework. I'm taking a couple of college classes during the day, so it's kind of my study soundtrack. I really like the variety of topics you cover, but the UFO episodes are definitely my favorites. Those always pull me right in. Thanks for all the great content and keep up the awesome work. Callie in Northern California, studying in the shadows." Oh, Callie, studying in the shadows. I love that side off. It's perfect for us night owls, piecing together the paranormal while the world sleeps. Thanks for the kind words and keep crushing those classes with our episodes as your eerie soundtrack. UFOs are fan favorites around here too, and glad they're pulling you in. If anyone else wants to join the mailbag, fire off an email to shadowpodcast@protobmail.com. Your stories might just become the next haunting feature. All right, Matt, the second half is all yours. Let's see where this doorway leads next.
Any more hula hoops?
You are tuned to the Shadow Frequency, where every whisper tells a story from beyond the veil. The darkness continues.
Thanks, Juniper and Callie. You're a legend for studying with us in the dark. Listeners, if you're just joining, we're knee-deep in Project Pegasus, the alleged DARPA program that turned kids into chrononauts. Picking up where we left off, the technology didn't stop at the past. As the program evolved in the 1970s and into the 80s, those jump rooms got dialed up to 11. Andrew claims they perfected quantum displacement, not just peeking through time, but stepping into it. Facilities tied to defense contractors, like Nondescript Building in El Segundo, California, housed elevators that morphed into cylinders. Step in, and you weren't in Kansas anymore. You were on Mars. Yeah, Mars. Andrew says he and a handful of young adults, including, he alleges, a teenage Barry Soetoro, later known as Barack Obama, trained for these missions. Based on the red planet, complete with predatory creatures and humanoid figures lurking in the dust. The trips were brutal, disorienting plunges through the void, landing in alien landscapes where the air tasted metallic and the sky burned crimson. Some chrononauts never made it back the same, haunted by visions of things that shouldn't exist. Non-human tech, perhaps reversed engineered from crashes or ancient ruins, fueling it all. The program wove itself into a bigger web of the weird. Project Pegasus bled into the Montauk lore, mind control, massive portals ripping open in Long Island. Echoes of the Philadelphia experiment, where a ship allegedly teleported and left sailors fused to the deck. Even Stargate, the real declassified remote viewing ops, got dragged in. What if Pegasus was the glue holding these threads together? A magnet for every shadow story, where real R&D meets the truly paranormal. But here's where we catch our breath for a second, because even in the heart of the shadows, a sliver of daylight can slip in. Some skeptics point out that extraordinary claims like this thrive on the fringes, blending documented government curiosity in exotic physics with vivid personal tales. DARPA did pour billions into wild ideas, from quantum entanglement to viewing distant events. Remote viewing? That one's on the books. But operational time travel for kids? It strains the imagination, especially without a smoking gun beyond Andrew's compelling accounts and that intriguing photo. Is it all a masterful psyop to muddy the waters, or a true believer's glimpse behind the curtain? Either way, it leaves you wondering what is hidden in those black budgets. The cover-up angle? If Pegasus was real, hiding it makes twisted sense. This wasn't just tech. It was power absolute. Who needs to win wars when you can undo them? Preemptive strikes on tomorrow's threats. Future presidents briefed in the past. The elite stepping outside time to edit the scoreboard while the rest of us play by the rules. Motive? Control. Pure shadowy control. And if it's folklore? Well, it's the perfect trap. Grifters chasing clout, true believers chasing truth, all braiding into one unbreakable legend. Yet the chills don't fade. Andrew's run for office on this platform, pushing for disclosure. He's consistent, detailed, unflinching, and the questions linger. What if the leaks are intentional? What if the program's still humming in some forgotten basement, portals flickering to life? The scariest part isn't the machines or the Mars dunes. It's who gets the keys. The ones who can walk through history like a hallway, leaving footprints we never see. If Pegasus existed, listeners, the doorway's still there, waiting in the dark for the next soul brave enough to step through. Juniper, that one hits different every time. The idea that time's not linear, it's the ultimate shadow.
I'm equal parts fascinated and terrified, Matt. If they're editing history, what have we already lost?
Exactly. And that's why we keep digging. Thanks for riding the frequency with us tonight.
What a ride through the temporal unknown. Project Pegasus, time travel, teleportation, and the kids who carried the weight of it all. If this episode stirred something in you, hit us up at shadowpodcast@protonmail.com. We'd love to hear your take. Don't forget to check our website out, shadowfrequencypodcast.com, for more episodes, our blog, merchandise, and more. Matt, you want to say goodnight?
Stay curious, stay in the shadows, and remember, some doors are better left closed. Until next time.
Sweet dreams, everyone. We'll see you in the next strange case. The Shadow Frequency is signing off.
This episode was conjured with a solemn vow to explore the unexplained while remaining bound to the truths that have been unearthed. All interpretations are speculative and offered only for your enlightenment and your entertainment.